The punishment has been revealed for Celtic and Rangers regarding pyro usage at Hampden. Welcome back to the channel. Are you ready? Are you ready to dive straight into this one? Because what is the groundbreaking punishment that we'll never, ever see the likes of it again? Well, we probably will see pyro because it's only tickets cut by 500 after pyro use. Now, let's dive into the article here over on BBC Scotland, BBC Sports Scotland. Chris Gauntland says, and I quote, "The Old Firm will have their ticket allocations for their next Scottish League Cup game at Hampden reduced as punishment after pyrotechnics were lit off by supporters during this season's past four matches. Celtic and Rangers, along with Motherwell, were charged by the SPFL after both semi-finals at the National Stadium were disrupted by the use of flares. There was also widespread use of pyrotechnics at the final between Celtic and Rangers in December. An independent panel convened in February found the trio guilty and has ordered that 500 tickets must be removed from each club's allocation, where further deductions should there be future incidents. Motherwell have been given a suspended sentence due to the fact they were only found to be in breach on one occasion, with Celtic and Rangers receiving suspended bans in addition to their immediate suspension ban. The SPFL say a suspended sanction of a reduction of 800 tickets for a future Premier Sports match to be played at Hampden will be imposed in the event of another breach of SPFL Rule H34 through pyrotechnics used by supporters of the club in any SPFL competition before March 30th, 2027. This applies to Celtic, Rangers and Motherwell." So, obviously, not the biggest thing they could have done, but I mean, the way it's worded, you might be thinking, well, is that for the next Old Firm game, or or if they're against Motherwell, or no? But the way I buy this is, if Celtic, when Celtic, whatever, Hibs got a good chance. I reckon on Sunday it'll be a good game of football, tie the weekend, all that stuff. But if Celtic advance, then they're going to have 500 less tickets. I mean, the good news is, no matter what, the 500 tickets are going to return if you make to the final. But again, it's not ideal because it means, 500 less fans are going to be at the game, and 500 less fans are suffering because, 500 fans are suffering because of the actions of others within their own fan base at the end of the day. Now, I like Pyro. I love Pyro. But if you're a fan that gets shafted out of a ticket because the others, you're not going to love Pyro too much, are you? And obviously Motherwell and Rangers not in the Scottish Cup, so I mean the earliest this can affect them will be the League Cup semi-finals this time. Well, not this time, in November, December next year. Well, next season, sorry. So that'll be interesting to say the least. As for Celtic, as I said, it can be in a couple of weeks' time if they get past Hibs and all that good stuff. But anyway, folks, that's pretty much it. Not much more for me to say. That's the punishment. It's not the biggest punishment in the world. There's nothing really to greet about. But it is a bit of breaking news here that the tickets have been cut by 500 people. So yeah, what do you make of it? Correct call. Should it be more? Should it be less? Do you want pyro banned? Do you not? All of those discussions, have them in the comments and we'll reply to them. But I like pyro, but obviously got made illegal in 2023. It's never going to go away, man. It's always going to continue. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's just not policed properly, isn't it? Not, and you don't want to stop and search. You know what I mean? Going into every game, but I mean, it's easy to police if they want to. So we'll see how it goes.